Welcome back to our mini-series on Kaiserpunk tutorials. We've already covered the first two chapters of these tutorials, the first one focusing on the city building, the basic city building, the second one focusing on the world map and how you can start to conquer other territories, because yes, this is a grand city builder. You have your city over here, right, where you need to manage everything from 4 tiers of population and all of their needs with production chains, managing also, your electricity, your water, your money, and all of this. But then you can start making armies and armies that go onto the world map. And then now with this third, chapter of the tutorial, we're basically going to bring it all together. We have over here a city that is definitely more advanced. We have not only laborers and manufacturers, but also some technicians. So tier 3 housing. It's actually over here, you can see it's very fancy. They have like big entrances, gardens, etc. We have also more advanced production chains, both for normal production but also for military, including over here you can see some aircraft factories, right, and an air force deployment or garrison. And similarly on this side we have some shipyards and a navy garrison over here. So yeah, we have definitely a more advanced cities, and we're going to have to deal with proper AIs. It's not just a small city here and there. Is we have proper AIs. We have 2 to be more precise, at least, that we discovered. We click over here, it doesn't seem to be a third one, but there's definitely 2 of them. We have the Prime Minister Paris Stanides of the Greek Republic, that is so far friendly with us and is just below us, as you can see, these territories over here. And then we have one that has already declared war on us. It's hostile. It's the General Walden Fritz of the Headhunters, and these guys have these territories over here. You can see again multiple types of armies and things like this. So the first mission we have to do is actually to build a garrison in the region Central Europe, our main base, which just got attacked right at the end of the previous episode. And of course, don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see those previous episodes. But yeah, we just got attacked by some aircraft, so we're gonna start building some garrisons. The garrisons, of course, they will cost us some money. If we look at our money right now, we are actually making or spending more money than we are making, so that's not great. But they're gonna want to make us spend even more money by building some anti-air defense over here. So it is, I guess, they want us to build 2. So it is, let's build 2. It's gonna take a second for them to actually be built. It is, slowly but surely, it's turning. We have also, by the way, different upgrades. We have a farming center over here, a mining site, and we could have a third one. We do have also a second base over here, right? Second base in the West Balkans, where we have also several armies. We have 1 battalion with some tanks. We have 1 battalion with of the Air Force with 2 of these recon biplanes, and we even have our navy over here with just 1 unit of corvettes, but still, that's better than nothing, right? So yeah, and then I guess a final battalion is over here back in Western Europe. We'll be able to start expanding if we want, so potentially in some of those other directions. Probably not here, because this is from our friend, but maybe over here Iberia, or maybe we try to go to the British Isles, but we can see there is strong garrison, strong defense, right? So that's not gonna be so easy. Scandinavia over here, maybe a bit easier. There is some troops, 1 battalion of 5 militias, but at least there is no garrison, so it's something. Okay, so we've built those 2 anti-air defense, so now the capital is safe. It's time to plan our offensive action. If our capital is attacked, our men are more than prepared to fend off. Okay. Our city has grown, and we need to set a political course for our citizens to follow. It's up to you to direct what kind of politics we endorse and what kind of politics we avoid. Remember, your decision will echo throughout the world. Ooh. So reach the social pillar level 1. Right? We're gonna go back into our city over here. Oh, it's actually moving fast. And we have indeed the social pillars. Right? Once your city has become a burgeoning city, you will need to steer your city towards your own political views. Kaiserpunk offers a variety of social pillars that will suit your needs. Okay. But be warned, not everyone will look upon your decision to enact the social pillar with approval. You will face different challenges you must overcome to justify your decision. Now to do this, go into your stone center over here and you'll see that we're able to level up. So we're gonna do this by selecting here a first level, and then we're gonna have a second, a third, and you can see also when you can reach them, right? 500 of population. We have reached that, right? The next one is going to be 1.5 thousand, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, and 50,000. So we're still far from these ones. But yeah, 500 of population. And if we look over here, actually, so let's go out. You see that we have 1.5 thousand laborers. We have almost 1,000 manufacturers and a bit of technicians. So we're definitely good for this first one for sure. Now we can choose to go with the union, where the production of laborer needs increase. The immigration also increases for those laborers. Otherwise, we can go with pacifism, where it's +1 production for tier 1 resource and +10 development points for, I'm not sure which one, but one of them. And in nation states, it's +10 development point for the logistic one, transport, and +15% for infantry attack. And obviously this will also move my political alignment one way or another. Basically here you're a bit more on the right, on the right, the red is the right side. You can see it's tradition, military, those type of things, versus on the left, the left side, this is a bit more on the union, collective, those type of things. And in the middle, I guess we have a neutral. I think in this case, because we're talking about attacking some enemies, we're gonna go with infantry attack. Alright, so let's enact this policy and see what happens. Very well, Governor. I shall see to it that your decision is respected. In order to secure our flank, we need to properly communicate with our neighbors. While we've had basic communication and courtesy greetings, it's time to advance our friendship to the next level. I believe the gift of some advanced tanks will smooth the deal. Okay, so we need to exchange resources through military trade. Infantry tank to the Greek Republic. So yes, we are not alone on the world, as I said, right? There is different others. They will have different views, right? There's diplomacy, of course. So yeah, let me show you that. Basically, we can go into the diplomacy panel. We know we're already at war with these ones, and we're friendly with these guys. So we can check over here, we are at 75% sort of friendliness. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. We have military side, it seems to be pretty good, versus trade and science is not that great. But we can try to see on this side what we want to do. So we can, they say, give a tank. I think they said only give one. So why do I have to give 1,000, or is it only 1,000? Okay, I guess we'll give 1,000. And yeah, we basically, if we do this, right, it shows that it's going to increase, I think, by 10%. If I say give me this against a corvette, it may not be working, right? So I guess for now we're just going to do sign the deal and see what happens. And it is, we have reached the maximum military relation with these guys. If we look again over here, I think now we should be at 100%. Yes, it is. So they have granted us access to their region. That is great. That is great. I guess that's the next mission. No, it's not yet. Okay. I mean, I think we send, oh, it is. See, we're sending the resources and they're arriving there. So I think when they do arrive, it's gonna finish over here. It's worth noting, by the way, that, yeah, it's going all the way over there and it can actually be pillaged. You have to be careful, especially, if there's enemy troops or territories in between, it may be a problem. But yeah, an envoy from the Greek Republic has arrived, bearing exceptional news. It seems that their leader was ecstatic to receive new tanks. So ecstatic that the entire brigade celebrated by emptying the warehouse where the reserves of alcohol had been stored. This has prevented him from coming and thanking you in person, but through his envoy, he assures you of his continued friendship. That is great. Not only do we have advanced unit on the ground, but we have air and naval. Right? Might I suggest that you inspect them along with ours so that we may brief you on the or military advancements. Okay, the different armies, as I mentioned before, right? We have the naval, for example, over here, and they're talking about giving us equip your army with your great landing ships. So we don't have landing ships right now, but we can have some upgrades. We can have landing ships, ability to carry a single battalion, or we can have carrier to carry a squadron. So in this case, they are telling us landing ships. We're gonna do it. It's gonna take 15 days or 18 hours, sorry. Next, they basically want us to do the same thing with the Air Force over here, where we can choose between recon, show the order of enemies attacks, or special ops. All damage of this army towards region upgrades and garrison is doubled. In this case, they're asking us to do recon, so we're gonna do recon. Again, they're gonna take 9 hours. Let's give it a second. Go to speed 3. It's good to see that all of these are going up, including my money now. Love it. Mighty fine, Governor. With this kind of firepower, we'll turn them into dust. I wouldn't go so far, but okay. It's time to remove them from existence so we can crack a cold one after the day is done. I mean, it was nothing that we started this whole tutorial by saying we're tired of war, and basically the whole thing has been let's go to war. But yes, your units stand at the ready, awaiting your command. The enemy uses Asia Minor as their main supply hub. This is a place that is heavily defended, so you need all your firepower you can muster. Okay, so if we look over here, indeed, we can see, oh, it's not that much. 3 of these bunkers, okay. So yeah, we have board army on the naval fleet. So if I look over here, my army can then go into the naval fleet, taking a second, right, to enter into the fleet, and then I guess we're going to be able to move the fleet. Okay, now it's time to move armies in range to the region, because you have to move to the next piece first, and then when you're done there, then you can move to the next one. I don't know if these guys, yeah, these guys are already in range, so that's fine. The only important thing is to move my navy closer. To be honest, I'd love to be able to just click over there, even if it takes long. No, I'm fine that to say it needs to take a long time, and maybe you can get ambushed and whatnot, but to have to wait and then click again, I feel like that's not the greatest quality of life. And do remember, by the way, that the further you are from your city, the more supply you're gonna be needing, so make sure that you have some supply in reserves. So here it is, the fleet has arrived in range, right? And our mission is now to take over the region. I guess I'm gonna send first, the aircraft. Feels like, the first thing we should be doing, even if maybe their anti-air defense is gonna be pretty strong. Let's check that out. They are attacking for sure. It's not gonna be a victory for sure, because we know it's gonna take time, but let's see. I mean, I don't think we've done a lot of damage. 142, I think we did do a bit of damage, but not that much. So now let's try with these guys here. Right? So we have both these, and we also have the 3rd battalion, right? We may want to send the 3rd battalion first, or we may want to send this first. It's a good question. Let's try. Let's try. So it is, we're sending the corvette, I guess, to, send some missile. Here it is. They're sending their tanks. Ooh, we lost quite a lot of health here. Look at this, yeah, we lost a lot of health. They didn't lose that much health. That's gonna be tough. So let's send the tanks now. At least I have more tanks than they have, but still, they have also more defenses, right? Be careful. Okay, here are their tanks, my tanks. Lost a bit of health, they lost a lot of health. Okay, still a defeat because we didn't manage to conquer it, right? But we did, make them lose a lot of health. Now we're going to wait a bit. I don't think we can reinforce because we don't have enough tanks left. Okay, can I reinforce this guy? We can reinforce that guy at least. And for the planes, I mean, these are just recon biplanes, so they are not very useful, I think, for the attack. You can see, they don't attack very strongly over here. Okay, so the corvette is being repaired. These guys, they can't really get repaired, so I think we're just gonna attack. Again, this is a tutorial, but yeah, you need to know what's strong against what if you want to survive in this game. They do have a lot of defense. but we have managed to kill these tanks, right? So the tanks are done, so they only have the garrison now that is defending. Okay. We did kill one garrison. I think this is anti-navy cannons, actually. Let's check it out. We can't see it when we click on it, okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is anti-navy, so hopefully when I send the tanks, we have, you know, here it is, it says anti-navy. Yeah, if we send the tanks, hopefully that should be an easy victory. Let's see. Oh, they didn't lose too much health, which is good, and there's only one garrison left, so I think we just need to wait for it to, you know, finish its cooldown, and then we can attack. I don't think the planes were doing much when they attack, you know, nothing really happened. The anti-navy is probably not doing much to the planes, and the planes are not doing much to the garrison either. So that's what we call a stand-up. But yeah, as soon as, you know, the cooldown here is finished, we can send the tanks again, and I think that should be enough for victory at that point. Asia Minor. Of course, again, if it wasn't, you know, the tutorial, I would probably be focusing on growing my city, checking, you know, making sure that all of these go up, having more and more armies, you know, never stop building armies. That's basically the tip number one in any game, is never stop building. And that's the opposite of what I'm doing now. Ah, there it is. I think it's been destroyed. And we didn't lose any of the tank divisions, so that's great. And it is a victory. We march into the region capital. Let's go. We've cut off their supply lines and conquered their main supply hub. What little army they had in the north will now starve and disband. With the acquisition of a new region and thanks to our ally, we have established a buffer zone and effectively weakened the enemy. So this is also where the grand strategy comes into play, right? We could have decided to, you know, start taking over these ones, then go there, then go there, then go there, here. But no, we decided to actually cut them off. So, you know, that obviously is potentially also a dangerous strategy, because then they can attack from here and there. But yeah, this is how we you know, managed to finish the tutorial, ladies and gents. I know this one was a bit shorter, but I wanted to make sure to show you everything. And this is really just the beginning of the game, because now if we go back to the main menu, we are going to be able, you know, to go into new, and in new you will see that you can play anywhere you want. Actually, I know that the devs have told me that in the version I'm playing right now, which is, you know, a few days before launch, some of the maps are not available, which means you're gonna have even more maps in the future. But we already have tons, right? You can see over here, there's already 6 maps in this region, 1 here, 4 there. I don't know how many there, but tons, many here. So you can choose to start anywhere you want, right? And depending on where you start, which region, 2 things will happen. 1 is you're gonna have a different map for your city building, and 2 is, you know, you're gonna have a very different grand strategy experience. Because, for example, let's assume you start here, right, in Sydney, or let's say in Australia. You're going to not have a lot of enemies anywhere close, but it's also gonna take time for you to go far. Slash, it's gonna take a lot of, you know, supply resource if you want to attack far. On the other hand, if you are like starting in France, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people around you, which is good to expand. It's also bad because you're gonna get attacked. And this is not the only thing, you know, you have then a lot more replayability, because you're gonna be able, of course, to choose your leaders and city name, but you're gonna also be able to choose an heritage. This is basically a sort of bonus and malus that you start with, and so each game can be different. For example, if you're an industrial titan, right, you have faster construction and repair of the upgrades, region upgrade, faster army deployment, faster naval trade, but you have increased chance of strike and riots. Because if you go for, I don't know, Empire of Steel, you have faster production of the military vehicles, lower garrison upkeep, improve production of ore mines, but you have penalty to all agricultural production due to pollution. So you're gonna have to choose, and again, as I said also before, it will give you very different playthrough, right? You're gonna be able, of course, again, to change your flag, and there's quite a lot of customization here, so that's cool. And then last but not least, we have the difficulty level over here, right? How much resources are on the map? How many events and disasters? How aggressive the AI is gonna be? And most importantly, how many AIs you want? You want many AIs, or you want not a lot of AIs, right? So again, great replayability here, and I'm really keen to start showing you this. So we're gonna start very soon a new Let's Play that is going to be, from here, from start to finish. So don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below which region of the map we should start with, even which sub-map you want to see. I may not be able to show the one that you want right away, but maybe for a future Let's Play too. So yeah, smash the like button, and hope to see you next time.